Hello, this is WilNF, and today we're going to be playing Pokémon LeafGreen version. So this is a new release. It released about, I think, 1 week ago. Today, 1 week ago today. I haven't really had time to play it. I've been busy, busy with family stuff and academic stuff. So what is Pokémon LeafGreen? Well, the first Pokemon game that was released was on the Game Boy, the original Game Boy. There was Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue. So these are remakes. So LeafGreen is a remake of Pokemon Blue. I don't know why they changed the color. There's probably a story. Fire Red is the other one. It's a remake of Red. So it was remade in 2004, so 20 years ago. But the original released in the 90s, 1994 maybe? Yeah. So that's what it is. Rules of various buttons will be explained in order of their importance. Moves the main character, various data headings. There is no D-pad. As you can see, I'm pretty sure this is just a port. A, B. This LeafGreen, I think, was released on the Game Boy Advanced. If I'm not mistaken. Confirm, exit, start. Probably the plus button. Select is probably the minus button. Need help, LR. In the world which you are about to enter, you will embark on a grand adventure with you as the hero. Speak to people and check things wherever you go, be it towns, roads, or caves. Gather information and hints from every source. New paths will open to you by helping people in need, overcoming challenges, and solving mysteries. At times, you'll be challenged by others and attacked by wild creatures. Be brave and keep pushing on. Through your adventure, we hope that you will interact with all sorts of people and achieve personal growth. That is our biggest objective. Press the A button and let your adventure begin. Oh my goodness, back to the classic. This is Red and Blue is what I grew up with. I played them so much. My sister had Pokemon Yellow. She did not let me play it. She did not want me touching her game. So I watched her play it. Give me a second here. I'm going to set my TV's a bit bright. Okay. Oh yeah, should be fine. I have a bit of a headache, so I don't want it too bright. Hello there. Glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. But first, tell me a little about yourself. Now tell me, are you a boy or are you a girl? So this is, LeafGreen has some features not exclusive in the original. You could only be a boy in the original, so Red and Blue could only be a boy, or only be a boy. Here you have the option. Let's begin with your name. What is it? You also had 3 choices it would force on you. But you could enter your own custom names. So for blue, it was blue, or I think it's blue, ash, and something else. Just call ourselves WilNF, I guess. Start, okay. Right, so your name is WilNF. Yes, it is. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you both were babies. What was his name now? See, this is what you would get. You would have got, Ash. Why is it Ash? That's different. Just call him, I don't know, Red? Or... Red is fine. Was it Red? Yes. That's right, I remember now. His name is Red. WilNF, your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go! Oh my goodness. So the original was in black and white, no color. You could play it on the Game Boy Color, which would inject certain colors into it, but it wasn't great. The second Pokemon game, Pokemon Yellow, came out on the Game Boy Color, which did have some colors. Crammed full of Pokemon books. A nap. What's this? Played with the NES. Okay, it's time to go. So the Nintendo Entertainment System back in the 94, whenever Game Boy, this game released, the original. Let's see, what options do I get here? Text speed. The first thing you want to do is put fast, battle scene on, shift, mono. Mono? Actually, mono probably sounds better. Stereo sounds a bit weird. Button mode help? What does that do? LR? L equals A? I don't know what that means. Frame. Oh yeah, you could change the frame too. That's the classic here. It was just black and white. Let's see. I think the first or second one is... let's do 2 for nostalgia's sake. Okay. Yep, so that was the original. Let's save, I guess. Okay, so there should be a potion in here. Yeah. So there's a lot to talk about here. Well, first, I wanted to play an original Pokemon game. I was thinking Red or Blue. Or Crystal, so Gen 2. Or LeafGreen, the remix. And after I said, like a couple weeks after or maybe like a month after, please ask for help. Press the L or R button. So this wasn't in the original. Yeah, so like a month after, it's like, Nintendo's gonna release LeafGreen on the Switch. I'm like, oh crap! So that probably made my choice for me, and it's not expensive. So there's some differences between the original. Here, it uses Gen 1 rules, I believe, but it has Gen 2 and Gen 3 Pokemon in here. There's some features like, I think abilities are in this game. But the special, physical special split It hadn't happened yet. It was after this. This is the last game that didn't have the split. Basically, that means that if a move is physical or special, doesn't depend on the move, it depends on the type. Also, this is the more modern, you just basically had like one menu for all your stuff, and you were limited up to like 20 items in your inventory. There's a movie on TV. 4 boys are walking on a railroad tracks. I better go too. So yeah, I think this is a direct port of LeafGreen onto the Switch. Right. All boys leave home someday. It said so on TV. Oh, yes. Prof Oak next door was looking for you. So I chose LeafGreen because, well, Arcanine is one of my favorite Pokemon in Fire Red. But I hate all the other Fire Red exclusives. And there's a lot of LeafGreen exclusive I like Starmie, Slowbro is good, Starmie, I'm gonna get Starmie and maybe Slowbro. My starter, I already decided. Well, I was on the fence just before booting this up. Prof Oak may not look by much, but he's the authority on Pokemon. Many Pokemon trainers hold him in high regard. I study Pokemon as Prof Oak's aide. Crammed full of Pokemon books. Red. What? It's only WilNF. Gramps isn't around. What could this machine be? Better not mess around with it. So I'm gonna get Bulbasaur because there's no real good grass Pokemon in, you know, in Gen 1. So, but Blastoise is another good choice. He's very solid. But I figured if I'm gonna get Gyarados and Starmie, that's already 2 water Pokemon, maybe Slowbro. So we have plenty of water. Come on. Hi, WilNF. My brother Red is out at Grandpa's lab. The big map of the Kanto region. Now this would be useful. So this takes place in Kanto. I thought in Gen 1 there was a map on the wall you could check. Or in the original. There's none in this one. But Kanto region is Hey, wait! Don't go out! Kanto's the original. It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me. Yes, sir. Prof Oak, sir. So I figured, instead of streaming the original, or recording the original, it's in black and white. I know when I'm watching like original Game Boy games at night on my big screen, I get blinded because it's so bright. It's just white. Plus it's a little hard to look at. You know, it's aged a little bit. You know, black and white games now aren't great to look at, but Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Red, let me think. Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, WilNF. There are 3 Pokemon here. The Pokemon are held inside these Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. But now, in my old age, I have only these 3 left. You can have one. Go on and choose. Hey Gramps, no fair. What about me? Be patient, Red. You can have one too. Bulbasaur is your choice. It's very easy to raise. Birtle's your choice. It's one worth raising. How is your choice? You should raise it patiently. So it even tells you here, like, easy, medium, hard, basically. I kind of like Charmander, but there's already good fire Pokemon in these games, like Arcanine and Ninetales are great. Plus, Charizard is fire and flying, which you know, has a lot of the bad type matchup. I'll just get Bulbasaur. I kind of always like Bulbasaur. He evolves faster than the other ones. He's fast, easier to raise. This Pokemon is really quite energetic. But, I mean, that's fine. I'm gonna give the nickname to Bulbasaur. Let's wonder. Never thought about nicknames. I'm gonna call him Onion. Looks like he has an onion on his back. What do you guys think? Onion? No, maybe not Onion. Bulby? No. That's too cheesy, Bulby. Well, Venusaur, he evolves into like he has a big flower on his back, so what could I Sprout? Yeah, we could change. I think there's a name rater later you can change your name, so we'll start with Onion. I'll take this one then. Red received the Charmander from Prof Oak. He always takes your weakness. In later games, your rival or well, it's not really a rival anymore. Chooses the Wait, WilNF, let's check on our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. Always chooses the one that you're strong against in more modern games. Rival Red would like to battle. Charmander. Oh, this isn't in the original. Oh, for Pete's sake. So pushy as always. WilNF, you've never had a Pokemon battle before, have you? Yeah, this is not in the original. You're just thrown into battling. Pokemon battle is when trainers pit their Pokemon against each other. Trainer that makes the other trainer's Pokemon faint by lowering their HP to 0 wins. Rather than talking about it, you'll learn more from experience. Try battling and see for yourself. So no instruction in the original. Oh yeah, there's animations in this one. In the original, there's no Pokemon animations. Lowering the foe's stats will put you at an advantage. Inflicting damage on the foe is key to any battle. Charmander used Scratch. Tackle. Scratch. Tackle. Scratch. Tackle. I think I'm gonna win this one. Yeah. Unless he gets a crit or I miss. There we go. So if you win, you level up. If you lose, you know, you just don't gain that extra level. There's also no XP bar in the original. So I'll be saying throughout, I'll be saying the differences between the original and the remake here. Onion grew to level 6. Okay, so in the original, special was just one stat. There was no special attack and special defense. It was mixed together, which is both a boon and a curse. So it's split here. Right. So yeah, special attack, special defense was just one stat. So they broke it up here. Same, I think yellow was the same thing. What? Unbelievable! I picked the wrong Pokemon! 80 Poké Dollars? Forget what they're called. Excellent. If you win, you earn prize money, and your Pokemon will grow. Battle other trainers and make your Pokemon strong. So you weren't held by the hand in the original Pokemons. I don't know what the mechanics are like in here, but basically, You had TMs. You find one TM, sometimes only one of a particular TM you could find in the whole game, or was given to you. In modern games, TMs, you can use them infinitely. It was one use, gone forever. If you screwed that up, no more. And the same with Pokemon moves. While they level up, if you chose the wrong moves and forgot some by mistake even, you could sometimes never get those moves again. In later games, in more modern games, there's the move tutors, which is like so easy now. You don't even really have to pay attention. Like, there's a lot of micromanaging in the originals, you know, to make sure that you're getting the right moves at the right levels. But now you can just go to a move tutor and like have Brilliant Diamond. You could just, you know, don't even have to pay attention. So easy mode. Back then, these games were a bit harder. Same with some Pokemon. If you missed them, gone forever. Okay, I'll make my Pokemon battle to toughen it up. WilNF Gramps, smell you later. WilNF, raise your Pokemon by making it battle. It has to battle for it to grow. That's Prof Oak's last Pokemon. I think there's also a bin here in the original. You could check it and it's like, oh, a candy wrapper from a candy that Prof Oak ate. There wasn't so much equipment either. It's the Pokédex. Nothing. Okay, so we have Onion. Pokemon bags. Save here. Onion. Oh, they also have natures. In the first game, in the original, they didn't have natures. I'm actually gonna pull up. Give me a sec. Okay, looking for my phone. I'm gonna pull up a chart with natures to see what this does. See here. Docile. Nothing. So that's a neutral nature. So no bonuses. So, I mean, good and bad. Would have been nice to get plus special attack minus maybe like speed or something like that, or attack. That's it. They don't have any abilities. Oh, they do have abilities in this game. Okay, in the original there's no abilities. It was pretty bare bones. Up grass moves in a pinch. I believe when you're under 30% health, you get a boost to grass moves. So looks like Bulbasaur has high special attack and special defense. Low attack. Okay, so our physical attacker will be Gyarados. Okay. Oops. Okay, let's get on here. Alright, so it's improved graphics, obviously color. But a lot of things are kind of the same, but with some quality of life stuff added. Let's go talk to our mama. WilNF, you should take a quick rest. Oh good, you and your Pokemon are looking great. Take care now. Okay. I forget, I don't know if your mom saves your money in the original. Probably does in this one. So the team I want to get is going to be something like Venusaur, Gyarados, Starmie, Ninetales. Raichu or Jolteon and already have it here. Venusaur, Gyarados, Persian, Starmie, Jolteon, Ninetales, Venomoth. You can do better ones, but I like those. Like Snorlax, you can get Dragonite. Dragonite's a bit tough to get. Takes a bit of work, but Lapras too is good to have, but I think I'm gonna have those. I might use a Sandshrew as an HM slave. It's part of a convenient chain selling all sorts of items. Please visit us in Viridian City. I know, I'll give you a sample. Here you go. A second potion. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure exactly which party. We'll probably swap some out depending on need, but Venusaur, Gyarados, Persian, or Clefable. I think we can get Clefable in this one. Starmie / Kadabra, Jolteon, Raichu, Ninetales, Venomoth. We'll revolve around those. Probably swap them out. Yay, level 7. There might be XP share in this one. In the original, there was no XP share, and you had to just train them individually. I think in this one you have one item you can put on a Pokemon, which they also gain the XP. But I don't know if there's a universal XP share like you'd find in Brilliant Diamond, for instance. That's one of the things I didn't like, was because you could level your Pokemon too high, or it just makes it easy. Like, you don't have to take time to, train each individually. Streamlines the game, but I grew up with the original ones, so I think that's the way the game should be played. If you grew up with the more modern gens, then it's probably what you're used to. The battle moves of a Pokemon are limited by their power points. PP. To replenish PP, rest your tired Pokemon at a Pokemon Center. That dude, I think he gives you Dream Eater. You need Cut to get to him, or Surf. So leave a comment. Who has ever played the original story here, the Kanto? Either the original or the remakes? You want to know about the 2 kinds of Caterpillar Pokemon? No thanks. We're actually going to get a Caterpie, one of those. One of our early Pokemon is going to be Butterfree. I did want Butterfree. I was planning on getting Blastoise. Welcome to our Pokemon Center. Would you like me to heal your Pokemon back to perfect health? Yes. Okay, I'll take your Pokemon for a few seconds. I wanted to get Blastoise. So Butterfree was going to be our person was going to use like sleep powder and stuff to easily catch Pokemon, but there's also a glitch in the original. You can get Mew. I don't think it's in the remake. I was going to show you guys that. Yes, you can learn about stuff. Actually, let's check here. Frozen Pokemon stays frozen even after the battle ends. Yeah, so in Gen 1, freeze is the worst because you get frozen permanently. So once you're frozen, it's game over. Okay. No, played enough Pokemon games to know how it works. Hey, you came from Pallet Town? You know Prof Oak, right? His order came in. Can I get you to take it to him? No, I don't wanna. WilNF put Oak's parcel in the key item's pocket. Okay, thanks. Please say hi to Pro folks. So you can't buy anything yet. So you need to bring that back, and then you can get Pokeballs and catch Pokemon. You have the grumpy dude here who didn't have his coffee. I absolutely forbid you from going through here. This is private property. Oh, Grandpa, don't be so mean. I'm so sorry, he hasn't had his coffee yet. It's just a way of making you, boxing you in. There's nothing stopping you from going here. You fight your rival just over there, so I wanna stay. I don't want to fight him yet. Also, I think it was invisible here. This was an invisible potion, if I'm not mistaken, in the original. Maybe not. It's been a long time. Tree looks like it can be cut down. Okay. I don't remember if there's anything in here. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a playthrough of the whole game here, so... Nothing in there. Oh, WilNF, how is my old Pokemon? Well, it seems to be growing more attached to you. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What's that? You have something for me? WilNF delivered Oak's parcel. Ah, it's the custom Pokeball. I had it on order. Thank you. Gramps. I almost forgot. What did you call me for? Oh, right. I have a request for you two. On the desk, there's my invention, the Pokédex. Is it loud enough? Let me turn it up a little bit. It looks a little low. There we go. Is that better? There. Maybe a bit better. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. WilNF and Red, take these with you. WilNF received the Pokédex of Prop Oak. You can't get detailed data on Pokemon just by seeing them. You must catch them to obtain complete data. So, here are some tools for catching wild Pokemon. 5 Pokeballs. WilNF put the Pokeballs in the Pokeball's pocket. When a wild Pokemon appears, it's fair game. Just throw a Pokeball at it and try to catch it. This won't always work, however. A healthy Pokemon can escape. You have to be lucky. To make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world. That was my dream. But I'm too old. I can't get the job done. So I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. Alright, Gramps, leave it all to me. WilNF, I hate to say it, but you won't be necessary for this. I know, I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one, WilNF. Don't bother coming around to my place after this. Kinda hints. Pokemon around the world await for you, WilNF. So in the original there is 151 Pokemon. In this one, with the Gen 2 and 3, there's probably close to 300 or so. I don't know how the split works. If you have to beat the game first to get the other Pokemon or not, I don't remember, but like to pass the Gen 1. Well enough, you should take a quick rest. Yeah, I think it was only in Pokemon Yellow where your mom would save your money. Or in Gold and Silver, so Gen 2. I think that's where that started. Alright, so now we're pretty much done the tutorial. Pidgeot isn't a bad Pokemon. Oh yeah, it's true. This guy's attack is a bit low. So he's not doing a lot, even though he's quite a few levels higher. His defense is average as well. It's mainly good with special. I was back to my studies this week. I had last week off for family reasons, but oh man, I don't know what it is, if I'm just tired or feel burnt out. Even my first day back, I came back home and I was like, oof. And today I came home, I took a short nap, started to get a little bit of a headache. Turning down the... Oh, I need to go to level 8. HP, defense, and special attack. Okay, so he's got decent defense and special attack. Bit low on the attack, but not terrible. The first Pokemon we're gonna catch will be Caterpie and another one. I'll leave it a surprise. It only has a 2% appearance rate, but we'll search around and see if we can get him or her, depending on the gender. Over here you can get Nidoran boy and Nidoran girl. We won't face our rival just yet. Yeah, your rival is just around the corner there. The Mankey too you can get. I don't think Mankey was in the original. He was in Yellow, if I'm not mistaken. If you take Charmander as your starter, you're either going to want Nidoran boy, Mankey, or because Mankey's fighting the first, Onix, fighting Onix with the Charmander is not great. I'm not gonna bother with Mankey. Onion gained 21. So far we've only seen Gen 1 Pokemon. Rattata. Okay. Is there something over here? So the Elite Four is up there, but you can't get in unless you have the 8 badges. Of course. Okay, just checking. Okay. Not too loud, is it? No. Alright, so now we go up. This guy is going to ask us, well, now I've had my coffee and that's what I need to get going. What is that red box you have? Ah, so you're working on your Pokédex. Then let me give you a word of advice. Whenever you catch a Pokemon, the Pokédex automatically updates its data. You don't know how to catch a Pokemon. I suppose I'd better show you then. So he asks you in the original. Here he just shows you, I believe. If you want to catch Mew in the original, I think you have to say no to him. And go back and get him to show you how to catch Pokemon later. It's part of a glitch. It glitches the game's code when you do a sequence of actions. You need to fly. And stuff. And it's a glitch. You're not supposed to get Mew, but... there, now tell me that was educational, was it not? And here, take this too. Teachy TV, what is that? That's not in the original. I'll teach you about the basics of being... It was like a tutorial thing? Made it too strong. Weak them before trying to catch, okay. Gym is always closed. I wonder who the leader is. I know who the leader is. If you don't, I won't spoil the story. But we will meet him through our... Oh? He jumped on his own. I didn't press down there. Trainer tips. Catch Pokemon and expand your collection. The more you have, the easier it is to battle. Viridian City to Pewter City. So we might... What are we at here? 41 minutes already. Whoa, time flies. We probably won't challenge the first trainer. It would be a good stopping point. Rattata may be small, but don't underestimate its wicked bite. Have you caught one already? Yeah, it gets Hyper Fang, which is a very good move. Going to Viridian Forest, the natural maze. Be careful you don't get lost. Yeah. Been through there hundreds of times. Came here with some friends to catch some bug Pokemon, but they're all itching to get into some Pokemon battles. Speaking Pokemon, yeah. Believe there are some items around here on the ground. Alright, so in here we want to catch Caterpie and another mystery Pokemon. And here we go. Well, we don't need Caterpie anymore now that I chose Bulbasaur, but I kind of like Butterfree. We'll get... And Beedrill sucks. Butterfree's not that great either, but I don't know, I kind of always like Butterfree. For now anyway, we'll use it for a bit and then we will switch to Venomoth, which is a lot better than Butterfree. Namely because it can learn psychic moves, and psychic moves in this gen are top tier. I don't know how the type matchups work. In the original, it changed once it went to Gen 2, because you got Dark was a new type in Gen 2. Worm Pokemon. Its short feet are tipped with suction pads that enable it to tirelessly climb slopes and walls. Give a nickname. Sure. I don't know. I know. Squirm. Pretty sure there was items in the grass. In the original, you would see like... Okay. So they actually show up here. They were hidden. Some were hidden in the original. I know where there's one for sure. Yeah, Weedle. Get away from him. Actually, maybe we will. We'll train Squirm. We'll heal him up and train him in a bit, but I know where there's a hidden item for sure. We'll see if they show up or not as an item. Yeah. So they do show up. There was a hidden item here. Right. So in the original they were invisible, but in this one you can actually see them. Go onion. Actually, maybe we'll look for the other Pokemon. There it is, Pikachu. Well, that's a 2% appearance rate, I believe. And it's got some... I think I can take another tackle. Pikachu generally has low defense, so... Please don't die. Okay, yes. Oh yeah, there's abilities in this game. In the original, there were no abilities. Okay, so we're sure to catch it with a Pokeball here. Got like 1 HP. And it doesn't have a high catch rate either, so... When several of these Pokemon gather, their electricity can build and cause lightning storms. Oh yeah, I did want to name. Oh well. So used to not naming them. I was thinking of we used Pikachu for a while and Raichu, but we might swap out once we get so you get an Eevee in this game. We're gonna go back and heal, and then so we can train those two up. Yeah, you get an Eevee. I'm gonna evolve it into Jolteon because speed is like fast Pokemon. If you want to win the game, you need fast Pokemon. Actually, I'm gonna catch another Caterpie because no, because they have natures in this game, so I want to get someone. Well, it doesn't really matter. We're not gonna use Caterpie a whole lot. As soon as we get Venonat, we're gonna swap out Butterfree anyway. That should be enough. Caterpie's easy to catch. That's one thing I don't like about the modern games is catching Pokemon. You need to catch like dozens. I'll call him Squirm too. Like, if you want to catch a Pokemon that has the right nature, if you're min-maxing and all that, you want to catch something that has the right nature and the right gender, the right nature, the right ability, you're gonna get hard. And Brilliant Diamond, though, there's ways to change that. Items you can get, which makes it easier, but very grindy. I guess the original is kind of grindy too, which they took away some of the grind by the XP share and all that, but alright. So we'll level those two up a little bit. Maybe we'll fight a rival and then we'll end there. After leveling them up a little bit. So what do we have? Oh, summary. Relaxed and sassy, huh? So let's check what those natures do. Relaxed is up defense, down speed. Sassy is down speed, up special defense. Huh. So do we want extra defense or special defense? I don't know. Butterfree is... Let me check real quick here. I am gonna be doing a little bit of like min-maxing-ish. Butterfree has pitiful defense. So generally what you want... So that down speed is not very good. Maybe we'll just catch another one. Because generally you want to lower like the lowest stat and up the highest stat because it's a 10% shield dust. It's 10% change, so if you do it that way, then you're getting overall more stats. So we'll train up Pikachu a bit here. Maybe we'll just go over here to train. Rattata. Was it 2 T's in the original Rattata? Maybe. I forgot to check Pikachu's stats. Well, Static is a pretty good ability to have on a Pokemon. Especially Pokemon with low defense. I had to sneeze, I muted. Timid nature, what is that? Timid nature is... up speed, down attack, so that's pretty good. You want Pikachu to be quick. It's a good special sweeper, Raichu. He does have some ability to do physical attacks, but with the lowered attack now, it's probably not as viable. Ability static. So it was speed up. So it's gonna be pretty quick. Attack down. He does learn a few moves like, I think, Swift, Quick Attack, Slam maybe? Yeah. Thunderbolt. Not sure if he learns Thunder. I think at like level 40 or 50, something like that. So yeah, the timid nature on Pikachu is one of the better natures you can get. Depending on how you want to play Pikachu, usually special sweeper. So. Oh, there we go. Level 4. My fastest Pokemon right now, I believe. Go back to Viridian Forest, catch another Caterpie. First we'll heal up. I always did that, I always trained my Pokemon equally. I always felt unfair to have like one super strong and the other super weak. Alrighty. Poison use antidote. Oh yeah, we probably should get some of that. I think there's anything else up here. Caterpie. Catch another one. Oh wow. What's static? Like, is that like 100% or? Probably should buy some more Pokeballs too. The next Pokemon we're gonna catch is probably going to be Clefairy? Yeah, it might be Clefairy. We maybe get a in the meantime, maybe get a Nidoran boy? Or he might be exclusive to the red. Don't remember. Modest nature. Modest, I think, is neutral. No, it's not neutral. Lower attack, up special attack. That's fine. Generally, special. Butterfree's a special attacker. Oh wait, it's true that just the physical, whatever, split. Oh yeah, the Nidorans are not exclusive. Okay, so we can grab one. We just didn't see one yet. Weird. It should be fine. We'll keep this Squirm here. Get rid of the other Squirms. Actually, IVs. I didn't consider IVs, but I'm not gonna go into that much min-maxing. Just gonna play, use some of the Pokemon I like, and that'll be it. This guy seems to be kind of tough. Maybe he has a nature with higher special defense. Also, you don't gain any experience for catching Pokemon in this game. In the future games you do. Kakuna. I could have caught a Metapod, but it's better to evolve from Caterpie because Metapod only has Harden. It kind of sucks. If you evolve from Caterpie, it retains the tackle, the move tackle, so you can actually attack. You don't have to swap out right away. So. Oh yeah, I remember, you do need to catch a certain amount of Pokemon to get certain items, like the item finder and stuff like that. So we probably should catch and just store them in the almost incapable of moving. This Pokemon can only harden its shell to protect itself when it is in danger. Give a nickname? No, I don't care about you. The whole point of this game is 1, become the Pokemon champion, and 2, fill up your Pokédex, so catch them all. Basically the aims of this game. wonder if I think you have the PC unlocked here. Someone's PC, deposit. You. So this is the upgraded storage system here. Quality of life improvement, they didn't have this in the original. Okay. Would you like to have your Pokédex rated? Yes. Amount of progress you made in your Pokédex is 9 seen and 4 owned. You still have lots to do. Go into every patch of grass you see and look for Pokemon. Yay! No. Okay, so... I'm gonna suck at first until we get... Okay, so bug types are physical. All bug types are physical, and so maybe it's not the best nature for Caterpie, but whatever. We'll stick with it. Let's level up a little bit here. Try to catch a Nidoran boy. Nidoran male. Because Nidoran male can learn double kick. Fighting move, which is really good against Brock. He basically has a Geodude and Onix, I believe. Oh, perfect. Level 2 is what we need. That's an easy battle. Oh, it tackles right at the end. Thank you, close squirrel. We're probably not gonna take him out. Switch to Pika. Did you know that there's an actual animal called a Pika? Or maybe Pika? It kind of looks like Pikachu. I wonder if that was what it was modeled after. It's a small little, like, kind of mouse thing. Yeah, I know this is probably not the best time for me to record a playthrough because probably half the people on the planet are streaming this game, but I wanted to do this anyway, so... Let's go buy some stuff here. Just buy maybe one antidote. One paralyze heal. Pokeball. I wonder, in some games when you buy 10 of something you get a bonus thrown in. I wonder if that's the same here. No. We have enough potions. I don't use potions much anyway. Like in Brilliant Diamond, when you buy 10 of any item, you get a Premier Ball thrown in as a bonus. So that's good, but I guess this game you don't. Continue leveling up here. We'll get up to like level 5. Maybe. It should be enough to take on our rival Red. His name was Gary in the original. Your rival. And you missed. Square him. Oh jeez. Yeah. We'll swap here. Squirm grew to level 4. Not gaining many stats. Yeah, he's not very, Butterfree's not a very strong Pokemon anyway, so... Ouch. Maybe we'll get them up to level 6 and then we'll try our rival. It's not that hard at the first time. Does Thundershock have a chance to paralyze? I know Thunderbolt does, but I don't know about Thundershock. Let us check. Yeah, it does. I think it's like a 10 or a 30% chance. Yeah, so in Fire Red, the only Pokemon that are of interest to me are Cloyster and Arcanine. There's a lot more Pokemon in Leaf Green that... exclusives that I want, like Starmie, maybe Slowbro. Ninetales is cool. It's the only really good fire Pokemon in this one anyway. We'll train down here with Caterpie. He's so weak. To go to the... Wait, didn't we want to find Nidoran? I don't know if there's like Pokemon that show up in the morning and the night. Exclusively. But we haven't seen Nidoran yet. It's weird. I know in Gen 2 and Gold, this is supposed to be Gen 1, but it has Gen 3 Pokemon, so I don't know. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Squirm isn't doing so great. Well, Rattata has decent attack anyway, attack and speed for an early Pokemon. His defense isn't that great though. We'll go back here. Or maybe Nidoran is up here. Let's check this patch of grass. I was sure it was at the left though. I've also only seen one Mankey. That's weird. Edgy. Level 2, we could probably take him. You always miss. Tackle is supposed to be like 100% accuracy, right? But I think in Gen 1 what they did was add in a random chance to miss. Ooh, nice. You'll probably level up here. Maybe, maybe not. No. Try one more Pokemon here. No Nidorans. Squirm is at level 5. Not gaining many stats. Kind of fast. Well, let's go get Squirm healed. Go back to the other grass. Try our luck there. Butterfree can learn Confusion, I think? So that would be good if you can learn that. You can also teach him Psybeam. I'm pretty sure. Mankey. Mankey. Also, Squirm evolves early. Bug Pokemon, they evolve quicker than other types. I think level 7 he evolves into Metapod, and then as long as I don't get a crit here, I should be okay. What? What? No. Like, I wasn't doing that much damage. Jeez. And then I think level 10 or 12 evolves into Butterfree. So comparatively, you can get a fully evolved Pokemon very early with Caterpie or Weedle. But, which makes them kind of decent early game, but other than that, they quickly get outclassed. We hope to see you again. Also, Caterpie is not going to help us much against Brock unless we train up to Butterfree. Even then, don't know if or when Butterfree learns Confusion. Oh boy, he's gonna hit hard. Did I chance it? Let's keep going. Yes! Not quite a level up. Halfway. Just under halfway. Go Squirm! Missed, eh? Oh, might have to swap out here. Yeah, let's swap out. It's probably faster. Huh. So, context menu here. Huh. Okay. Not something that was in the original. Pikachu level 6. Not gaining a lot of attack, but he's fast. Tail Whip. Kinda useless moves. I used to hate that because like I used to battle. I would do like, let's say you have Tail Whip, I would use Tail Whip twice to be 2 times. So you'd be 2 stages lower in defense. Now if they use Growl on me, I would always stay 2 under, because if I attack and then they use Growl during that turn, they would be 1 stage comparatively lower than me. So I just used Tail Whip again. So it was a constant battle of keeping them 2 stages lower on a stat, and then hitting when they didn't use Growl, or so it was weird. Kind of annoying. Ooh, nice. Open with a crit. And he missed. This is looking good. We might level here. 2 crits in a row. Oh my goodness. 3 crits in a row. Whoa. What are the chances of that? That's like a 5% chance there, a 2% chance for that to happen. Alright, we got this. He's doing 4 damage. Squirm's getting stronger. Another crit. The crit ratio was higher in Gen 1, I believe. Squirm level 6. Okay, so do we want to try out our rival here? I should have called him Gary. That's what his name was in the original Pokemon series. Ash and Gary. But it's weird. The option they gave us was Ash? Like, that's the name of the original character. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Okay, let's get on here. Yeah, I'm sad we're not seeing any Nidorans here. It's weird. I know they were there in Pokemon Yellow. Maybe they're just beyond Viridian Forest in this one. Could be, could be. Alright, so let's go and challenge our rival. And then I guess we'll call it here. Kind of tired, getting a headache. So I'm just gonna chillax after. I don't know if we're strong enough to beat him, but probably. Is there anything here? No. There he is. Hey, WilNF! You're off to the Pokemon League? Forget about it. You probably don't have any badges, do you? The guard won't let you through without them. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? Classic battle music. He only has 2, so he has Pidgey and Charmander. Oh, his Pokemon are quite leveled, huh? Sand attack sucks. Oh. Well, Pikachu's gonna carry us in this one, I think. Oh boy. Yeah, that's the thing. All you need to do is to like 2-3 sand attacks and you've won the fight. Alright, let's Pikachu it up, I guess. Pikachu might level from this. Ooh. Ooh, just short. That cowbell's going wicked there in the right ear. Let's growl. We'll chance it here. Probably helped us. So probably getting 1 damage, 1 HP less per hit now. Yikes. Nice. Let's take this chance to weaken him even farther. I think 2... There we go, we're down. I think 2 growls is half damage. So we're gonna win this one for sure. He's paralyzed, plus has... three stages less in attack. Oh yeah, we're gonna win this one. Plus we have Leech Seed. We got this. One of my favorite moves, Leech Seed. Yeah, Bulbasaur is... well, Venusaur, Bulbasaur is a bit hard to take down. You need to use either Fire or Mist. I think we won here anyway. Yeah. Use either Fire or Ice. We got it. Onion grew to level 9. Aw, you just lucked out. 144 Pokédollars. I heard the Pokemon League is crawling with tough trainers. I have to figure out how to get past them. You should quit dawdling and get a move on. I don't think there's anything over here we can do. Is there anything in here in the grass? Probably the same Pokemon as the other patch. Rattata, yeah. Go Onion. You just need to get our Vine Whip. It's the first grass move that he learns. Well, Leech Seed, but Vine Whip, when you get that, you know, Brock is easy. Brock goes down, no problem. I forget when you learn it, like level 12? Only truly skilled trainers are allowed through. You don't have the Boulder Badge yet. Rules are rules. I can't let you pass. Long way to go, eh? How many badges are there? There's 8, I think. 8, yeah. Already played an hour 20, huh? Sure there was Nidoran in here. I guess not. Nice. Level 10. Oh, Vine Whip, there we go. Probably beat Brock right now. I think his Onix is at level 12 or 15, something like that. Around there. Okay, we'll end here, I guess. We're at an hour and a half. Next time we'll do Viridian Forest, we'll beat Brock, level up a bit, try to get a Nidoran Boy, and then get ourselves to Mount Moon and quit there. Okay, well, let's save. So we've got Squirm, Pikachu, and Onion. I would have probably called him Jerry or something. Like Tom and Jerry. I don't know. Okay, well, we'll end here, and we'll stay tuned for another episode soon, and probably next week. And stay classy.